So,
Hey everybody,
okay, so
You
I'm
too.
screwed on tonight.
what a
Next
week!
morning, I get my car
What
and I
a
start
week
driving.
I had!
Okay, where do I
And
get to?
I went on vacation,
Georgia.
and
Like,
wow, I came back to a hurricane. I went on vacation. As you know, I live in Florida, mid-Atlantic Florida. On a vacation to upstate New York, way up there above Syracuse, and right maybe a half hour away from the Canadian border, born and raised in the woods. And I got up there, and the first night I was up there was great, nice weather, blah, 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 warm. The next 2 nights was cold as hell. Okay, we got into like the lows were in the 40s at night. Okay, and I come from a state that this time of year we might get down in the 70s at night. Okay, high, 95 plus the heat index, maybe over 100, So that's where I'm from. I got so much to tell you. So that's how I started out my vacation, and didn't get to see a lot of people, a lot of friends or nothing. Didn't have only but 2 days up there. Couldn't get a hold of anybody that fast. Couldn't get anybody to say, "Okay, come on down, bro." So okay. Let me start out with my flight from Orlando International Airport to Philly. Okay, I was on time, got through all the checkpoints and stuff through, Orlando and security and all that good stuff. Got on my plane in Orlando and taxied out to the runway. They start up their engines and all their stuff, and we start going like really fast, and the pilot was just about to say rotate, but we didn't rotate. We started slowing down. In fact, it felt like we were in the air, and so I look out my window, we were still on the ground. And the pilot came on the radio and said, "Sorry about that, a little light came on up here and I had to abort." Abort what? What little light? The engine light? The brake light? What light came on up there that you had to abort the takeoff? So we get off the runway onto a side, area, and we sat there for a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or half an hour or so. Then the pilot came back on and said, "Okay, we got everything resolved up here. Let's try it again." So, okay, we're going to try it again. That light better be off. Okay, so yeah, it was a smooth takeoff. We got it up there, we got it in the sky, and it was all good. So until we got into Philly. Now I'm thinking, okay, into Philly, okay, we're gonna get into this big airport. My next plane will be, 2 or 3 up or down. Boy, was I wrong. I had to go to Terminal F. Okay, Terminal F in Philly Airport. But I was in this little area of the Philly airport. I've been there before, and it was much larger than this. And I got into the Philly airport, and I had to go to Terminal F. But I walked up and down the aisles, and all I had was A and B. Okay, so I'm thinking, where the heck is F? Terminal F. I need to find Terminal F, and all I see is A and B. I walked up and down the aisles 50 times, and all I see is A and B. Okay, so finally I get to the end of the airport, and I finally ask somebody, where's F? See those stairs? Go down those stairs. Go down those stairs, and you'll find F. Okay, so I go down the stairs looking for a terminal, not a guy standing at a podium with the door open. Okay, so I get down there and I said, this F? Yes, but you got to stay behind the line. You got to stay behind the line. Okay, so I get behind the line. My bus pulls up. Okay, a bus pulls up, and I'm looking around, and there's only me and two other people, and a bus pulls up. Okay, so they eventually say, Terminal F, get on the bus. Okay, so I get on the bus. At this point, I have maybe 20 minutes to get to my other Terminal F before my other plane leaves. Okay, so we're sitting there for a good long time on the bus before we even started going, because there's a behind the scenes truck right in front of us, so we can't get by. So I'm standing at the front of the bus holding on to one of those overhead, things that drop down and you can hang on to so you don't fall. Everybody else is sitting down in the back of the bus in seats. So I see that in front of me, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a while, so I might as well go and get a seat. So I went to the back of the bus. There are 4 people on the bus, including me. So I find a seat. Okay, sit, wait, sit, wait, sit, wait. Okay, and eventually we start going. I'm thinking, what happened to that cart in front of us? But it was gone, so I don't know. So we started going. But then again, we stopped because another bus was coming the other way right beside us, and they had to stop and talk. They had to stop and talk, and I got like maybe 15, 20 minutes to get to my other, airplane. Okay, so they get done talking after a few minutes. We go a few more inches, and they stop again because another bus was coming the other way, so they had to stop and talk. I mean, what the heck? I mean, by this time I got maybe 10, 15 minutes to get to my other terminal. Okay, so after 3 or 4 times of that happening, we finally get to the terminal, and they drop us off, and we go up the stairs, and we find out finally. Find F. They're just boarding. So I got a little lucky. And so I showed them my ticket. They let me on. So I got on the plane. We sit there for another good 45 minutes before the plane takes off. And I'm thinking, man, was I lucky? Or what? Or not? I mean, this is an Eagle plane, okay? An Eagle plane. It was packed. How many more people can get on? You know what I'm saying? How many more people can get on? And You sat there for a good 30, 40 minutes with the plane packed. And I'm thinking, we can take off anytime you want. You take off anytime you want. But they waited and they waited and they waited. So finally we took off. And finally I landed in Watertown, New York, and one of those little towns off in that little city is where I'm from. And it was raining and all that kind of good stuff. And, but I had a good time when I was up there. I didn't, even though I didn't get to see, too much friends, and got to see, went out driving back roads and saw some deer and, and relaxed, and, it was a good time. But next time I go up there, I'm going to go up there for a week, and I'm not flying in a Philly. If I had to fly in a Philly, I'm flying, a different airline, take me to the real terminals. Don't take me to these newly built terminals that I had no idea where I'm going. I mean, I asked a few people, where Terminal F was. One was at one end of the airport, and they said go to the other end and follow the signs. But there was no signs. So I got to the end of the other airport, and I had to ask somebody, and I did not see a sign that said Terminal F down the stairs. Okay. So, yeah, that was my week. And then on the way back, hurricane and, motels, hotels, and trying to find a place to eat and, all that good stuff. And wow. And then we got back here. I couldn't do a stream for 3 days because I had no power. No power for 3 days. So I'm like, for real? Finally, we got our power back. And I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, it was just a fun time. I got away from work, and it was paid vacations and, good stuff like that. So, I mean, no biggie. I just thought I'd share it, and, maybe I had somebody laugh out there tonight and, have a good time, and next time I will have some better content than what I'm doing now. But I mean, my house didn't really have any damage, so places around the area, Sebring here, they had worse luck. But I'll see if I can bring you some better content. But right now, you can see I'm tired. Even though I slept. The entire vacation, I slept. Even when I was in Jacksonville, I was in bed by 2, 3 in the afternoon. Slept for a while. Come 9 or 10 o'clock at night, went back to bed. Slept good, but I'm still tired. All right, everybody. I guess that'll do it for tonight. Tell everybody sweet dreams, and see you next time. This is the architect saying have a good night.